Hello, it's Lauren Doyle again of Semantic Mastery, and I'm here with my partner and SEO mastermind, Bradley Benner, and I am so excited today because we are going to finally talk about what we're all about. So tell me, Bradley, a little bit what are we all about?
Oh, hi, Lauren. How are you today?
Good.
So as far as what is Semantic Mastery about? Well, Semantic Mastery is a group of SEO professionals, web professionals actually, that we got together many months ago, close to a year ago now actually, and we really were just meeting as a mastermind on a weekly basis, kind of exchanging ideas, talking about things that worked and things that don't work, the challenges that we face in our businesses on a daily basis, and how each one of us solves those kind of problems. And so that we could all learn from each other. And over time, we really discovered that we had kind of a synergy that worked really well, and that we could provide that as training to other people, other SEO professionals. Really, we're not necessarily looking for the Joe Blow that sits in his basement on a computer all day long. We're looking for SEO professionals that could learn from other SEO professionals that have kind of fine-tuned our businesses together, collaboratively, so to speak. And as an SEO professional, we are generally, and when I say we, I'm talking about all of us, including those of you watching now. One of the things that we struggle with is finding time to test new theories, products, services, softwares, all of that. It's very difficult to do because we're all working on our client sites or our own properties, and in order to test things in a safe way, you really need to set up test sites, because you don't want to test new theories or programs or softwares on your own sites that are already ranking well, because it could turn out that those are just terrible things that you've done to your site that could end up getting you in trouble instead of helping. And the problem that we face is not having the time. It kind of puts us in a catch-22 situation. We want to be able to test new theories and products, training, all that kind of stuff, put them to the test, but we don't really have the time to do it. So that's where Semantic Mastery comes in. What we have begun to do for our own businesses, and realize that we were on to something, was that we started building case studies. We started assigning new products or new training or new software or new outsourcing services to different members of the group to test, and set up testing environments where we would put a couple different services or softwares to the test on similar properties to see which one did better than the other, and we'd record the results. And that's where we come in, because we can produce case studies that are based on real-world results. It's not theory. We test theories is what we do, and provide the results. We document everything from beginning to end and produce a nice case study that we can also present to other professionals.
Yeah, I think it's so important, the testing part, and I think that sharing that kind of stuff with our members will help them become better SEO agents, because they won't have to go through that whole process. They're going to watch us go through it, and then they'll know automatically, because of us, what's going to be able to help them as a product or service or plugin or whatever better than just trying to fumble around and figure it out on their own.
Right.
Plus, if there's anything that they want to be able to try and use, we're walking them through it from the very beginning, so they'll have a much easier time and road trying to add a new plugin or software or whatever, because we're going to walk them through it every step of the way.
Right. That's exactly it.
So tell me a little bit more, like what kind of high-end products will be testing and reviewing, so they have an idea of what are the kind of things that we're talking about.
Well, our case studies are huge in the fact that we do all of the testing on our own stuff. In other words, when it's funny because we all, especially because we're in the industry, we all get hammered with marketing messages, right? Sales letters all the time. With promising the world, buy this new software, it's the best in the world. You'll never need another backlinking software, or you'll never need another training, and or we provide the best service, guaranteed, to get your clients on page one, this and that. I mean, we get it all the time, and the problem is, again, putting them to the test, because if you're, I hate to say this, but if you're dumb enough to believe that and buy something and put it and use it without testing it first, then if something happens where it doesn't pan out like it should, you've got no one else to blame but yourself, and that's where, you know, what we're going to be doing is providing those tests on properties that we put together. And so, for example, one of the ways that we do this, we provide this, is let's just use this as an example. If somebody was, if we were going to test out a new software or service, backlinking service, what we would do is set up several web properties, okay, that would all be relatively identical, if that makes sense. Try to have them, you know, targeting the same keyword, pretty much the same type of on-page factors. So all things being equal, they would be relatively identical, each one of the properties that we set up. And then we would test a different backlinking method or software or outsourcing service or whatever on each one of those properties. So there would be a different one, and we track the results to see which ones produce the best results. And then that way, all we do is share the results, real-world results, with our members, and let you guys, as our members, make the decision as to what service you want to use for yourself or your clients. You know, that way we take all the chances, and you don't have to. We conduct these tests on both local and national type terms, so that, you know, doesn't matter what line of business you're in, we will have case studies that will apply to you and your business as well. You also asked about some of the products and, you know, what kind of tests, high-end products and services that we're going to be testing. Well, our goal is to test the more high-end stuff to begin with. When I say the high-end, the stuff that requires more of an investment. So the more high-end training courses that cost hundreds, if not thousands, sometimes thousands of dollars. Some of the high-end software programs, or the more popular, more well-known stuff that is kind of like, you know, the industry standards. We're going to be testing some of those, and the reason why we're going to go after that kind of market first is because those require an investment, and we want to be able to, you know, justify you guys making that investment. There's also all the WSOs and forum special offers and those kind of things that come out that are, you know, the lower end stuff, and we are not going to make that part of our regular testing procedure, only because there's so many of them. And to be honest with you, a lot of them don't really have a lot of value to them, in my opinion. However, that said, every now and then a WSO or forum special offer or whatever comes out that is incredibly hyped. Gets a lot of attention, a lot of marketing from JVs, that sort of thing. And those ones we absolutely will test, because if they get that much attention, you know, we're going to have to test them as well. And the other thing that we're going to do is we're going to be asking and conducting surveys of our members and asking for, what do you guys want to see tested next? Whether it's software, training, you know, services, whatever. And we'll take a survey and then select the ones that are voted up the highest to do for you guys, so that you're also getting what you want.
I think this is going to be a huge time and money saver for our customers. I mean, can you imagine if we had the opportunity to, and when we were first starting out, to be able to save ourselves, I mean, thousands of dollars.
I mean,
thousands of dollars.
I would have had this service for us, you know, for me, especially in my business, and the tens of thousands of dollars that I've spent over the last, you know, few years on training products that end up being garbage or junk. It could have saved so much time and energy, you know.
Well, and realizing too, a lot of the same products, or, you know, software and plugins are the same thing repackaged over and over and over again, but it has, you know, new marketing bells and whistles, so you buy it again and then you realize, it's just this crap, you know. Right. So just saving our customers a lot of time, money, and headache, definitely.
Well, and the other thing, you know, as if all the case studies weren't enough, we're also going to be holding bi-weekly webinars where we're going to hold group coaching sessions, in other words, where we're going to talk about, you know, provide additional training that we feel is important to our members and people in the SEO industry, as well as Q&A with our members so that they can ask questions about, you know, particular case studies or stuff that's just going on in their own businesses and we can help answer. We'll be covering changes in the SEO industry as they happen. And then also like live site analysis. We'll do that for some of our members too when that's requested. So we package that together with the case studies and then also some additional training modules that we put together as we continue to develop more processes for our own businesses. It's just Semantic Mastery is just going to be a great opportunity, I think, for a lot of SEO professionals.
I could not agree more. So what does someone need to do if they want to find out more? What do they need to do?
Well, go to our website, semanticmastery.com, and you can opt in to be notified of the launch date. We are hoping to launch in a month from now. I think we'll be close to that. So, and obviously we're going to be offering a special launch price when we first launch. So don't miss out on that, because it'll be your opportunity to get in for a reduced rate for lifetime. You lock that rate in. So just go to semanticmastery.com and make sure you opt in, and you'll be notified of the upcoming broadcasts that we do as well as our public launch.
Thank you so much, Bradley, and thank you everybody for joining us. So we'll see you soon.
All right, see you next time.